Ashok Kumar Saxena, trained as a orthopedic surgeon, but I had a keen interest in universe. Thus, I worked on this topic for last 11 years, and it all accumulated in a work which came in the form of a book for a private circulation on 1st April 2005, and the print was available for masses in December 2005. This work basically satisfy the quest of mankind, that how the universe was evolved and how does it works. God had one object: the particles of primordial soup, which have been named here as trios. By this single object, he created this universe, and he had only one tool by which he used to shape this universe, and this tool was deformation of space matrix, by which this universe is made up of. This space matrix is distributed all over the universe uniformly, and this acts as a sheet of cloth. The tool is only one, that when you put some load on the space matrix, it deforms, and by this deformation of the sheath, the potential energy of universe gets converted in kinetic energy. This deformation occurs layer by layer, and the Planck constant calibrates the deformation of this space matrix layer by layer. By this deformation in 3 dimensions, in the deformation of first dimension, the electromagnetic forces erupts. By the deformation in second dimension, the orbits forms, which results in the formation of atomic structures and gravitational columns. And in the deformation of third dimension, the gravitational spheres forms. By 3-dimensional deformation, we can explain all forces and whatever is happening in this universe by this deformation of space matrix. Every action has got equal and opposite reaction. What reacts? If anything is moving, it will go on moving unless a retardation force is applied on it. What propels things indefinitely? These statements simply describe the basic property of a space matrix of universe. The first statement dictates that the space reacts to mass or momentum, and the second statement dictates that to move indefinitely, the medium propels. The space matrix represents 5 positive dimensions of universe. These 3 dimensions of space, 4th dimension of time, and 5th dimension of energy. told you that the deformation of space matrix is load dependent. Suppose there is a load of 81 particles on the space matrix, then how the deformation will occur? Firstly, one layer will get deformed in one vibration of universe. Then in second vibration, the message will be communicated that load is too much. Then three more particles in second layer will be deformed. In next vibration, the message will again be communicated that the load is still higher. Then the 5 particles in third layer will be deformed. Thus the column forms depending upon the load. When the load is completely neutralized by equal number of particles, then the deformation is complete. In the deformation of first dimension, the electromagnetic forces erupts to propel the photon, photon energy, by multiple columns distributed throughout the wavelength, that is the length of photon packet. With increasing energy in the photon packets, the height of column increases. Thus, this height of column indicates the frequency, amplitude, number of rotation per second, while the number of column indicates the wavelength of the photon packet, and thus the electromagnetic forces are formed. With deformation in second dimension, the atomic structures and gravitational columns forms. The distribution of electron in atomic structure is according to this general pattern of deformation of space matrix in the form of columns. This S primary quantum number and SPDF levels with magnetic momentum of the electrons and direction of motion. These all 4 quantum level of an electron is based on this geometry of kinetic columns or this deformation of space matrix. In the formation of gravitational fields and gravitational columns, I will give you the example of sun. The sun is made up of 10 to the power 124 loose trios, which constitute the total mass of sun. This total mass of sun is distributed on equal number of particles of space substance that can be named as gravitons or kilotons. This forms a acceleration zone. Suppose this mass is divided on 4 particles. Then on each particle, the mass will be 1/4. And this diluted mass pressure has been named in this study as acceleration. The value of acceleration at the level of Earth or diluted mass pressure at the level of Earth is exactly the same, which is the known value of acceleration at the level of Earth. This gravitational field is an increasing kinetic energy zone. This kinetic energy increases layer by layer till it supports the total mass of Sun. Thus, we see that this deformation of space matrix in first dimension produces electromagnetic forces. In second dimension, in first dimension, it